Hi, I'm Edison.
I'm DC.
And welcome to Femmes React. We are watching episode 9 of Not Me. Thank you all for joining us. Last week, there was a kiss on the rooftop. I think looking back, I didn't really understand the romance. And if I have to do like calculus to get what's going on in Sean and White's head, like the story's not for me. Maybe yes, there were clues or there was some detective work that you had to do to try and understand why they felt like they wanted to kiss on the rooftop. What I got from White was that he's a caring person, and to me that doesn't necessarily translate into a romantic context. Like, you can care about someone like he did when he touched his face and his ears, and in a very like loving way, but it doesn't have to be love. I think it worked out for both of them. It was like kind of lucky that their feelings were reciprocated. Obviously for Sean, he doesn't really trust anyone except for White. I think there's a lot of mudding of these feelings, and when you are dependent on someone, maybe that can feel like love. I'm not sure. To me, I'm not totally like convinced about how we got there.
Okay, so the kiss, for me, there was feelings there. I am never one to say, okay, this is love, like this instant love, or I think I'm always the type of person, I do not trust instant love. If it's love or not, for me, that's not even a question, but I know that they like feel something towards something. There is something there between those two.
No, you make a good point. Why am I assuming they're in love just because they kiss?
Right.
People kiss without being in love. I don't get. What is this expectation?
I'm not coming for you.
No, I know you're not. But I'm just like, no, you're right. They don't have to be in love. They just have to want to kiss.
Right. I think they have strong feelings for each other because they're opening up and stuff like that. And actually, like you said, like people have kissed and not been in love. People have kissed because they were horny. People are just like, there is something
horny for revenge.
Yes, Daddy.
That's what Sean should be horny for.
That's the thing. Are you Randy, baby? No, yes. Austin Powers. It's still the whole thing about like Sean is in love with Black. He's not in love with White.
Well, some people think that he knows.
I mean,
that it's White.
He may know it's something different, but I still think that he thinks that Black has changed and this is another side of Black. And until they put it out as part of the story, you know. Besides, it also helps me because like Black is still asleep. He's still in a coma. That's going to have to play back in some way.
Well, there's like a running theory that Sean knew that White was the twin the morning after. So you know how he tied him to the bed? That's the point when he realized, because there's like a screen cap where he like checks White's wrists to make sure that it was the same person in the morning that came to the mission. So I think maybe Sean doesn't know that Black's out of commission, but he thinks that they're both interchanging or something's happening.
He can mark his boy.
Yeah, before he kisses him, you know? So that's important. Yeah. But he's not kissing Black, you know, because that's Graham's boy. On the other side of the spectrum, though, there's Dan and Yok, who I feel like are more traditionally BL. They fell in love with each other. Well, they didn't. I keep saying fall in love. They were instantly attracted. And that's why Dan drew Yok. And that's why Yok drew Dan. And then once they met, they could talk about how much they had in common and their viewpoints and compliment each other's crafts. So that felt more like realistic or like organic, or like at least you could see the journey. Dan was like, oh, you're an artist, I'm an artist too. And he's like, oh, you like social justice? Same. And then Dan's like, oh, well, I killed Sean's father. Did you do anything like that?
He did not say that. He did not say that. Cut.
I can't wait to figure out how awkward that'll be.
I'm enjoying the flirting and the way that York is around Dan. And it's like there's a switch from the first when he was like following Lenore and trying to get to him and he didn't know what it is. But after he got into his place, he turned into this like suave guy, like flirty and all this other kind of stuff. And like, yeah, and just making little quips. He was more at ease. You know, I got this. So I like that little switch.
And he drew him naked.
He didn't draw his pee-pee though. So like that was covered.
Like, this is like PG.
It could be educational because we're all artists and professional. All right, let's see what this episode is about. I don't have much faith that Black will come back, but I'm kind of... Oh no, actually in the preview someone tackled him, didn't they? So maybe he's back. The thing about like Tawi lying is now there's plausible doubt in my mind that he doesn't know actually what happened, which is annoying because you want to be able to go, this person is responsible. But if they never admit it, it's gonna nag at you at the what if I'm wrong, or a little tent. That's kind of cute. I can vibe with that.
They were sleeping in the same bed.
That must be a bit awkward. You don't know where you stand because you just kissed with each other.
มึงกลัวกูเหรอเปล่า
I will say I'm starting to understand what people like about Off Gun. Like, Gun is this little baby cherub, and then Off is like this more cool, edgy, nonchalant guy. And so, like, I can get that dynamic. But in this show, it's hard to see Gun as anything but this little twink.
You really have to watch Theory of Love. That is prime Off Gun.
เราจะทำอะไรกันดี
You're just kissing. And
กูจะทำอะไรมึงดีอ่ะ
just kissing.
Ooh.
มึงเลย
Whoa.
มึงไม่ต้องกลัวนะ ถ้ากูทำแล้วอ่ะ
Once you did
บ
it.
อกกูหน่อยว่ามึงชอบหรือเปล่า
What does he mean once he does it? Is that the translation? Or is he saying once he did it, once he tried it with another guy?
I actually think it's the translation. Oh.
ชอบไหม ชอบ ชอบเปล่า
It's the way that I get lost now in the colors of your skin. It's how I hear the stars come brightly, and it's how I'm falling in.
แล้วแบบนี้ชอบไหม
Oh my god, Tawi's getting away. Okay, whatever. No.
If this tent's not a rockin', don't come a knockin'.
They pitched a tent. Oh my god. In the middle of a building.
Phrasing.
Literally is the phrase.
Can't quite hear but told when I try to hold it in.
This is their first date. Okay.
ถ้ากูไม่ใช่แบ็คที่มึงรู้จัก มึงจะโอเคปะ
That's nice. He was like, wait, I'm not black. He doesn't know
กู
yet.
ก็ไม่เคยรู้จักมึงเท่านี้มาก่อน
OG doesn't know.
He does. He definitely does.
กูขอนะ
He doesn't know.
Sean sees White. He sees White. I feel like that's what White is getting at. White's like, nobody's ever seen me like this before.
If I'm not the black that you used to know, I'm not black. That's he's dropping hints. He's dropping them. Pick him up. Pick up them
He's
hints.
obviously feeling conflicted because he's like, I'm lying to Sean. So he's like, does Sean think he's having, intimacy with black? Or
He's thinking he's having that intimacy with the brand new black that's changed.
คำสารภาพที่ผมไม่กล้าพูด แต่อยากให้เขาได้รู้ มันอยู่บนร่างกายของผม
I need to read
การ
that
ปลดปล่อย
sentence
สิ่ง
slowly.
ที่ปิดบังมันไว้ออกไป เท่ากับผมได้ปลดปล่อยความรู้สึกผิดในใจ ที่มีต่อเขาออกไปเช่นกัน
Oh no, not your heart rate being linked to your twins, not you having sex, reviving black. Oh no, okay, so it's just they're sharing the same tears. Okay. Imagine! Like, I'm not even thinking about that. I'm not even gonna. No, he's not gonna wake up because you banged. Imagine if this was what he had to do in the first place.
Uh-oh. Black awake.
เสียงหัวใจมึงเหรอ ตบ
That's nice. That's like live ASMR. I can't believe
So-
Black risen after that.
Black is awake and Black is back. He's going to sit up like the Undertaker from WrestleMania.
What? Wrestling? Who's gonna get that reference? Wrestling?
You know what? I've littered all these different references and people are getting them. People are picking up what I'm putting down.
Okay. Alright. I can't believe that's the thing that made Black wake up.
He feels everything he feels, so.
I'm not
Ah.
everything. I'm hoping not everything. They feel the same pain. That makes sense. And tears?
Mm.
Tears? Like, why was Black crying? Why was
Because
happy?
he wanted-
Why was happy? That's why he had tears. So did Black feel... I don't know. I don't get the psychic twin thing, and I don't think it should be a thing in this show.
Totes my goats is.
What?
I said it, but it's totes my goats is.
Oh, the psychic thing.
You-
No, right.
Yeah,
okay.
you saying there shouldn't be a psychic thing. I said, but it's totes my goats is.
Is that something that you say, or is that an American thing? Or
People say it.
that's nice. They're checking in on each other. They're really caring and tender, and
ตลอดเวลาที่ผ่านมา ผมเชื่อว่าการเชื่อมโยงทางจิต
So
วิญญาณ
just to pause for a second. This is probably something you can cut out. Some of this fictional stuff is so unrealistic. Like you're gonna have sex, camping, no lube. That's why he woke up because he had no pain.
they didn't put it in like on the first go. I feel like that's way too much.
It's just like
That's they leave it ambiguous for a reason, you know, so we can put the pieces together on what happened.
Like, I'm just like,
And I don't think that happened. I think it was just baby steps for them in their queer journey. And they're still kind of like, they're saying, are you all right? Like, you know, because they're new to the experience. They're still trying to figure out their sexuality. It feels like it's at that point. And so I think the all rightness is just more like, are we on the same page? Is everything consensual? Do you want us to continue? Like, that feels very like, care about each other. This is not in the bathroom at the gym, so it's all good.
he did say he was like, after I do this, you know, you may.
He was kissing his ear and he was like, do you like that? You know, like it was very the simplest things, you know?
ที่สื่อถึงกัน
This is a soul connection. He's comparing it to his love for
ต
Black.
ลอดเวลาที่ผ่านมา ผมเชื่อว่าการเชื่อมโยงทางจิตวิญญาณและ
That's
ความ
pretty intense.
จะมีเพียงแค่ผมกับ
Like if I was like, I'm being like, you knew this guy for like, you knew my friends for like, what, a few months, and now you think he's as
นั้นมันเกิดขึ้นกับคนที่ผม
on the same level as us? The twin bond?
I can feel your pain.
I can feel you in pain.
เป็นไรปะเนี่ย
Why'd you go to the police station?
He's reporting Dan for murder. I'm sure it's bad. Oh, is he visiting Dan? Dude, that's not appropriate. What? Why are these little shoulder pads on your t-shirt?
มาไล่ประชาชนออกจากโรงพักไม่ได้นะ
แล้วน้องหาพี่เจอได้ไง
That's true.
จะมาชวนไปกินข้าว
Oh,
Are we gonna have two in one episode? Are we gonna have two in one episode?
I am all
เขาน่าสนใจมากเลยดิ
for yuck.
กูอยากพามึงไปที่หนึ่ง
Oh my god. Unar is going to be like, I'm not Dan, I'm Unar. We have twins. Another twin.
รถยนต์ New Suzuki Swift Power You Up
Dan and Sam.
เฮ้ยน้องไปรู้มาจากไหนอะเขาสอบได้คะแนนเยอะอะเราจะได้เลือกสอนอก่อน คนนอกเขาไม่รู้นะ
Y'all, you know too
คนไหน
much.
ก็ได้นะพี่
ไม่ต้องมาอำพี่เช็คประวัติน้องไปแล้ว
Oh,
เช็คประวัติเลยเหรอ นี่พี่ก็รู้เรื่องผมหมดแล้วอะดิก็ที่พี่เช็คประวัติผมอะเพราะพี่สนใจผมเหรอ
สนใจ
กินข้าวไปเลยนะ
he's been like smooth and after Dan and smooth, but then he found out because you're interested and he was like, that smoothness kind of like stop, and he was like, "Yay!" Like a little smile on his face, and it kind of knocked him off his game a little bit, and then he went back in.
Yok is surprisingly like chill and suave in comparison to how he was at the start, where he was in a frenzy of stalking love. I thought he'd be kind of like heavy mouth breathing here, but he's kind of like in control.
I think also he may have been stalking love because of the situation, because it was just this whole unar and who is this person? I saw him at the fire that he ran off, and that's who he is, and nobody knows anything about him. And now that is out in the open, now he can be, okay, you know what, I don't have to be that. And besides, I see you naked.
That's the thing I like about this couple, and it might extend to the other one as well, is the amount of trust they have with each other. I feel like both relationships are at a really... The other one less so, because obviously there's still the secret about the twin thing, but like there's a level of trust which I find really appealing in terms of like a fantasy. They can just kind of be at ease. It's not like the anxiety of going like, does this person like me? There's not like facade of trying to, you know, play at what they might like. It's a very at ease date. You know, this is me. I already know you like me, but this is more of me. It's cute. What does his tattoo say? Is it... Oh, why are people dying in explosions of color? This is creepy.
แล้วตำรวจนี่คืออะไรอ่ะพี่เหรอ
He's the one who's killing everyone. Yes, that's you. Exactly. No, don't say that. He's the one who... Oh, God. Okay, he is killing everyone.
สตอรี่มันต้องน่าสนใจมากเลยดิ
Okay, baby Dan. Sean's dad.
You're right.
Is that Sean's dad?
You're right.
That's not Sean's dad.
Oh my God, that is Sean's dad.
That's Sean's dad.
อะไรมาครับเนี่ย
Run already! He has a gun? No one... Oh...
That's what happened.
You shot the wrong person! I mean, obviously you didn't... Oh, God.
ดูคนเจ็บนะคนอาวุธด้วย
Clip.
Oh, so they're gonna cover it up. He had drugs.
แดน
Obviously the guy that Sean's dad was working with was shifty. I don't know. I'm trying to read if Sean's dad, how much he knew about the situation.
Because this is the thing I'm getting, which was probably going to happen. The older guy is going to be like, yeah, you know, sorry that you feel this way, but we're going to take care of it. So that nothing comes down bad on the police. They'll just say that they found drugs. They plant drugs or whatever. That is also not something out of the realm of possibility, because that has been happened before, where police, in order to cover up their mistakes, make a person who's dead. He's dead. He can't say he didn't do it. There's no defense against it. So
I think that is a realistic outcome, you know, and one that happens in real life. For this story though, I feel like they ran for a reason. So there must have been something suspicious in the truck. I'm trying to figure out if Sean's dad knew about it. Sean's dad looks quite surprised.
he looks afraid. Yeah. He's like, why am I running?
He's like, what did I get myself into, sort of thing. He feels guilty. Like he feels like he needs to take responsibility and repentance and whatnot. He probably accidentally hit a vital spot.
คุณไม่ต้องกังวลกรณีเนี้ยมันเป็นการยิงป้องกันตัวเดี๋ยวผมทำรายงานให้
ผมทำเขาตายนะครับ
โอ้ยมันเป็นคนร้ายถ้าเขาให้เราจับกลุ่มดีๆก็ไม่มีอะไรนี่เขาหนีเข้าไปในที่มืดแล้วยิงสวนมาเนี่ย
แต่คนตายเนี่ยเขาไม่ได้มีอาวุธเลยนะครับ
โอ้โหแล้วคุณจะรู้ได้ไงอยู่ในที่มืดอย่างเงี้ยเขายิงมานี่เรายิงใส่ได้เลยถ้าเราไม่ยิงเกิดเขายิงมาโดนพวกเราตายแล้วทำไง
Oh, that's complicated. I do feel like they've created a situation where I don't feel like Dan needs to take on that much guilt that he's taking on.
It's still the loss of human life. Somebody is dead because of you. And it's not even the right person. So I can understand why he's taking on that guilt, because killing someone is a shift in your reality, is a shift in your being, is a shift in your hands. because we were taught that, you know, life is precious and stuff like that. Even though we want to beat someone up or whatever, we don't want to take the life. But to know that this person no longer exists because of you. And it wasn't even the person that you were trying to get.
I mean, the
So-
only thing he could have done, I feel like, is
Not shoot back.
aim better. Oh, not shoot back. They were getting shot at though. Like
They were getting shot at, but it hit no one.
it could have. Like, I just don't feel like. I feel like in a kill or be killed situation, it's a very tumultuous situation. The unknown of the other guy, you don't know what he's capable of. The guy with the gun, he could have killed someone too. Like, I don't know. It's tricky. He's like, hey, I had a friend whose dad went through the exact same
เหมือนว่าไม่มีใคร
thing.
ทำงานกับพี่อะแล้วที่พี่ยังอยู่เนี่ยเพราะพี่เชื่อว่าวันหนึ่งพี่จะได้โอกาสแก้ตัว
That's a death flag. Him saying that he wants to redeem himself is a death flag. I feel like he's gonna.
The death flag.
I feel like he's gonna save Sean as redemption. Okay, I'm gonna slowly detach myself from Dan and Yok right now. If Dan dies for Sean, I'm like, not into it. Death flag is like, you know, when someone talks about their past or a memory, you know, when a character in an ensemble cast gets a storyline, you're like, there's a chance they're gonna die because, you know, they're fleshing them out.
When that character is played by Sean Bean, yeah.
Yeah, that's a
But-
death flag.
มัวแต่รอเวลารอมีอำนาจแล้วเมื่อไหร่อ่ะ10 ปี 20 ปีเหรอพี่อยากจะทำอะไรหรือเปลี่ยนแปลงอะไรอะนะพี่ต้องลงมือทำเลยไม่ใช่รอให้มันกัดกินเราไปจนหมดไว้เดี๋ยวผมพาพี่ไปเจอดีกว่าผมอยากให้พี่รู้จักเขาจริงๆมากกว่า
Oh, his mom already?
Oh, he's taking her home to meet mommy.
Hey mom, this is my boyfriend. He killed Sean's dad. How is that interaction gonna happen? I don't even know.
Oh.
He's just breathing in Sean. That's nice. Breathe it in.
ไม่รู้อะ
All right, so
What? You guys aren't spying?
เดินไปด้วยกันไหม
What's the point of the mission? What?
can y'all like brush your teeth? Like we've been sleeping all night.
What
So
with the mission? What? Why is there breaking the mission?
It was a day off. Dude's not there.
How
It's a
you
day
gonna
off.
get?
Tawee's off.
What was the point of camping then? You
He's
could have
a
gone
big-
home.
He's a businessman.
You could have gone home. What?
Tawee got banker's hours.
ล้มเหรอ
Right, people were also saying how Sean was helping Wyatt with all this stuff now.
กุมภาสอนกูเรื่องความกล้ากับความกลัวครั้งแรกที่เสานั้น
More parkour.
นั่นไง เสา3 ต้นที่อยู่กลางน้ำนั่นน่ะ
Well, that's not as dangerous as buildings. Oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, please. As if. Oh, please. Not this again. Can we not?
มึงจะขออะไรจากกูก็ได้1 อย่าง
He can ask you to do anything
ถ้ามึงทำ
already.
ไม่ได้กูก็จะขออะไรก็ได้จากมึง1 อย่างเหมือนกัน
What else have you guys not done? Okay.
You wanna know what I want to do? Not jump out.
Yeah.
ได้
That's what I want to do. Not do this.
How many children are gonna watch this? Okay, probably 0. But like, how many children are
Right,
gonna watch
right.
this and then go like, it's all in the mind. Let's go pure jumping. Like,
I can believe.
if it was like, you know, you believe and create change, then maybe, but like, not like, hey, let's exceed our physical capabilities. I thought we were done with the buildings, but
Think you're happy thought. Well, this is water. At least he doesn't like fall and even get wet. Like so, this is he may not even make this because he's going to get wet.
he's gonna smell like seawater and then go back to the tent and they'll just smell like seawater. Like, that's just gross. I think Sean's just gonna catch him.
I think he's just gonna let him fall.
He's gonna push him
Watch
before
it. No, don't make it. Don't make it. Don't make it. Don't. Oh. Okay. He made it. We had a great moment for him to just like, yeah, fall into water.
I am not buying this.
มึงทรงตัวไม่ได้ มึงแพ้แล้ว
แค่อยากกระโดดมาก่อนมึงนะ
เดี๋ยวเหอะ
These damn writers, don't try and make it a cute moment. I'm not into this parkour stuff. Like,
จะขออะไรก็ขอมาเลย
no thanks. And no thanks.
มึงแพ้ คุณอย่าต่อรองดิ
Where's Graham this episode? Just because Graham doesn't have his bae black right now doesn't mean he isn't worthy of screen time.
It's hot Henchy. I know that body anywhere.
Is that Henshi? Is that Henshi? I want to see Henshi again, but like, is it?
No, it's not Henchy.
He's a bit stockier. And Henshi
Right.
was. What? Dan knows what's up? He's like, get in our sponsored car. Look at all these features.
Right. Oh, sweet. Oh my God. I feel so safe.
Oh, look at our reverse camera mirror. Camera.
Oh my God.
น้องเชื่อพี่ยังว่าน้องโดนตาม
Huh?
น้องไม่ก่อเรื่องอะไรไว้อะ
What? When did Dan say that?
I don't remember that either. Okay.
Maybe we missed it.
พี่ไม่ยุ่งก็ได้
Wait, how does Tweezman know it's
เพื่อนๆน้องระวัง
them?
ตัวหน่อยไหม
Because they're not easily fooled by a lab coat.
ส่งบ้านหน่อยดิ
They wore masks and stuff. We're already meeting the mom.
สวัสดีครับ
She doesn't like you, that's why she's ignoring you. Jokes, 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 jokes.
แม่ นี่เพื่อนหยก
Friend?
แม่เขาทักทายอ่ะ เขาถามว่าเป็นเพื่อนเหรอ ทำไมถึงไม่เคยเห็นหน้ามาก่อนเลย
ไม่ใช่เพื่อนครับเป็นพี่
Ooh. Eh.
He's like, smokers are
เรื่องโร
jokers.
งงานทวีอะฝีมือน้องใช่ไหม
ใช่
มันอาจจะใช้วิธีนอกกฎหมาย จัดการกับพวกน้องอะ
Yep. Yep, he sure does.
ถ้าวันนี้พี่ไม่อยู่อะมันก็คงตามน้องกลับไป จนรู้ว่าพวกน้องซ่อนตัวอยู่ที่ไหนอะให้พี่ช่วยเถอะช่วยให้พวกน้องปลอดภัย
Ooh. We get another kiss? We get another kiss? We get another kiss? No.
งั้นพี่สัญญามาสิ
Uh-oh.
ถ้าผมพาพี่ไปจนสุดทางแล้วอ่ะ พี่จะไม่ทิ้งกัน
พี่สัญญา
แค่คำพูดมันไม่พอหรือ
He's
เปล่า
gonna leave him.
Yeah?
นี่แหละ
You bit him?
พี่จะได้ไม่ลืมคำสัญญาของเรา
I am terrified of Yok right now.
Oh my God.
Yes.
It's that one thing.
Yeah.
That one thing in BL is like, promise me, whatever you do, don't do this or do this one thing. And guess what's going to happen?
What did he
He's
promise?
going to not do that. He said, promise don't leave me.
Yeah, because
He's
Dan
not-
is gonna leave him through death. Dan is gonna sacrifice himself for Sean after he finds out that Sean is the son of the man he killed, and he's like, I need to save your life for redemption. And so that's what he does. And then Yok's like, you promised me you wouldn't leave me. And then Dan's like, so's bro.
And be in a coma in the hospital, and then his twin brother will show up and take his place to find out who shot Dan. Grab him up.
แกมฝากให้แบกมันด้วย
She's such a nice friend.
She needs herself a series, okay? I just need
Nook,
her.
Detective Nook or something like that.
Yes! That's what's up.
วันนี้แม่งโคตรเบอร์เลยอะแกจะไปห่วงมันทำไมวะ มันไม่เคยแคร์แกเลยนะเว้ย
อะไรของแก เป็นอะไร
แกแม่งไม่น่าไปรักคนอย่างมันเลยวะ แกรู้ว่ามันพูดกับเราว่าอะไร มันบอกเราว่ามันไม่ได้รักแก แล้วไม่ให้แกไปยุ่งกับมันอีก
I don't know. One of the comments we got was thinking that Graham was in love with Eugene and not Black. And I'm kind of starting to see it now. And I'm kind of concerned.
You can have feelings for two people at the same time, especially when he's like, okay, it's not going to go anywhere with Black. Let me at least try with Eugene.
He made this whole speech when they were looking at the moon with Yok. He's like, I fell in love with this person at first sight. It was kind of like this whole romantic moment. If Eugene is like a backup, maybe, but like not on the same level as that sort of like declaring under the moon sort of thing. that he had initially. Oh, but he did write that note. Oh, was that note from Black though?
แกยังรักมัน เราไม่อยากให้มันเข้าใจเราผิด มันจะได้กลับไปหาแกไง
แกทำแบบนี้ทำไมวะ แกทำเหมือนเราไม่มีค่าเลยอะ
ไม่ใช่อย่างนั้นนะยูจีน เราแค่เห็นว่าแกยังรักมันอยู่ เราอยากเห็นแกมีความสุข
Graham.
Messy.
Graham. Who do you love?
Messy them up. Sponsor drink.
Like, where did you get this? In an abandoned warehouse?
From the sponsors. I mean, from the store. Available at any local 7-Eleven.
No, people are boycotting 7-Eleven in Thailand. We can't do that.
Oh, yeah.
There's someone in the car. Black's like, why are you hooking up with my friends? Aren't you meant to be in Russia? Yeah, I don't know why Graham would fight so hard for Eugene. Oh, unless he has feels. Unless he's just nice?
ไม่ต้องกังวล
I reckon you guys should be worried a little bit. Love isn't gonna solve you from being stalked by Tawee's men, so keep alert.
Oh, that's so cute. Does that help? Does that? Kisses to make boo-boos, even boo-boos on the inside, feel better.
If you keep kissing, you're gonna forget about Tawee.
หายยัง
Who is this? Whose face is this? Whose eyes are these? Who are we looking from? I mean, it's obviously Black, right? I forgot about the girlfriend.
Which is not cool, but she was just kind of there.
She assumed they were dating, but he was kind of just going with the flow. I don't know what the situation is. They made it so ambiguous.
She was in the car.
Oh.
She was following them from the warehouse because she was the only person who knew where they were.
ฉันนึกว่าแกจะไม่รับสายฉันซะละ
แบ็คฟื้นแล้วเหรอ
Uh-oh.
มันหนีออกจากโรงพยาบาลทำไมวะ
นี่รู้ใช่ไหมว่าถ้ามันไม่สำคัญจริงๆฉันไม่ยอมซื้อน้ำลายตัวเองโทรมาหาแกหรอก
ครับ
ฉันมีเรื่องสำคัญจะคุยด้วย มาเจอที่ร้านอาหารจีนที่โรงแรมที่ฉันเคยพากันไปป่วยจำได้ไหม
No, you don't remember. Okay. Well, then you won't know where to go, bro. Look, the mother and Black plot is more interesting so far to me.
ต้องรีบไปเจอเขาก่อนที่ทุกคนจะสับสน
I want to know what's going on there.
มีเรื่องสำคัญจะคุยด้วย
Feels like some sort of cover-up, corruption
แม่
thing.
ที่เป็นผู้พิพากษานะ ก่อนไปขอกอดทีนะ
Oh, Sean is so soft. I mean, like, obviously he is. Big softy.
ต้องไปแล้ว ไม่มีใครกันหน่อยนี่ไปไหนอะอ้าวน้ำโม มาทำอะไรอะ
But doesn't Nomo ride a motorcycle?
กูไปก่อนนะ
He's like, oh yeah, you have a girlfriend. Oops.
Is me liking concrete not enough for you? I like concrete. I like building. What more do you want from me?
เท่ากับแบล็กนี่มันยังไงกัน
ต้องขอบคุณกูที่กูให้เตรียมของมาครบแบบ
Oh yeah.
แล้วคืนนี้ต้องสอน
มันมากกว่านั้นใช่ไหมอะ
Does she mean the spying or the loving? All the girls are getting heartbroken on the show.
อำรู้สึกคนมันเปลี่ยนกันได้ตลอดเวลา
He never loved you. Did he?
เธอก็รู้ว่าเรื่องแค่นี้ทำอะไรเราไม่ได้อยู่แล้ว
Oh, I kind of liked her.
I don't know. Honestly, she felt kind of irrelevant.
Just like her, the style. I wanted to see more of her. Oh,
Oh, it's Sad Girls Hour.
sad girl summer, sad girl winter.
Graham, you love Black. You love Black.
I think Graham likes Eugene.
I guess he likes both.
Yeah.
Oh, well, obviously Black ransacked his own place, right? And got his own power? Yikes!
ไม่ไหว
ผมมีอะไรจะพูดกับพี่ทั้งหลายอย่าง แต่พอเจอพี่จริงๆ ผมพูดไม่ออกเลยว่ะ
Just say, I pretended to be you to figure out who bashed you up. What happened to you? Let's get down to it. Let's get revenge. Come on. Okay. Alright, this is good. This is good too. A hug's good.
มึงเหมือนกูจะหน้าขนลุกเลยว่ะ
Uh-oh.
เอาเสื้อผ้ากูมาใส่เหรอ
Why are you wearing my clothes?
แล้วนี่ปลอมตัวเป็นกู
Yep.
พี่
Yes.
โคม่าอยู่โรงพยาบาล
Yeah.
ผมอยากรู้ว่าใครทำพี่ ผมเลยปลอมตัวเข้าอยู่ในแก๊ง อะไรอยู่วะปัญญาอ่อนไปเนี่ย
No, say, well, Todd told you to do that. Tell him Todd told you to do that. It's Todd's idea. Come on.
พี่ทำเพื่อผมมาเยอะ
It's Todd's idea.
แทนพี่บ้าง
Todd. Blame Todd.
พี่เคยสัญญากับผมไม่ใช่เหรอ ว่าถ้าใครทำเราให้สู้กลับ
แต่กูไม่อยากให้มึงเอาชีวิตมาเสี่ยง
พี่ยังไม่กลัวเลย แล้วทำไมผมต้องกลัว
ฟังนะไอ้ไว้ คนที่บอกว่าไม่กลัวตายอ่ะ เพราะมันไม่เคยเสี่ยงตายไง แต่กูเคยเจอมาแล้ว มึงไม่อยากอยู่ตรงนั้นหรอก เอาโทรศัพท์กูคืนมา
You guys need a debrief. Hello. Please.
พี่ทะเลาะอะไรกับแม่ ถึงขนาดต้องตัดขาดกันเลยเหรอ
ไม่ใช่เรื่องของมึง
แต่แม่เขาบอกว่าถ้าไม่จำเป็นนะเขาคงไม่โทรมาหรอก ไปหาเขาหน่อยเถอะ
กูไม่ไป
ทำไมอ่ะพี่
ไม่ต้องยุ่ง
แล้วอาการพี่ดีขึ้นแล้วเหรอถึงออกมาจากโรงพยาบาลนะ
กูหนีออกมา
งั้นพี่กลับไปไหม กลับไปเช็คให้ดีก่อนนะ
Thanks for keeping my life
น
good.
อกจากผม พี่เจอใครอีกหรือเปล่า
ไม่นะ
และไอ้ตอดอ่ะ
Oh?
มึงเจอไอ้ตอนเหรอ
Oh?
ก็ไอ้ตอดเป็นคนบอกเรื่องพี่ให้กับผม แล้วก็ช่วยผมปลอมตัวเข้าไปอยู่ในแก๊งแทนที่พี่อ่ะ
มึงโดนมันหลอกละ
พี่หมายความว่าไงนะ
ก็ไอ้เหี้ยตอนนั่นแหละ เป็นคนทำร้ายกู
Yep. Told you. Told you he was the bad guy.
I mean, we knew, but then why? Why is Todd the bad guy?
Because he's Todd.
Why would Todd need the twin to step in?
พี่อย่ามายุ่งกับเพื่อนในแก๊งดี มึงกลับไปใช้ชีวิตของมึงเลย
มึงคิดเหรอว่าคนอย่างไอทวีจะไม่เลี้ยงคนไหนไว้บอกข่าว ยังไงก็ต้องมีเหยื่อรอ
ผมหมดศรัทธาไปนานแล้ว กับตำรวจอะ
กูรู้จัก
มันเป็นตำรวจ มันจะพาเราซวยกันหมด
กลัวตัวเองติดถ้ามันทำอะไรไม่น่าไว้ใจ กูจะรับผิดชอบด้วยการออกจากกลุ่มด้วย
They're like, hey, meet your murderer. Da 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 da. Like, okay, this is very messy. I want them to kind of sort out these storylines for me. Like, just iron them out, please.
We knew Black was going to wake up, and it happened sooner rather than later. You were asking for it to happen sooner rather than later.
I mean, I feel like it gets interesting at this point, now that Black's back in the equation. But it doesn't feel like they're focusing on Black that much in the preview.
I really think that, especially with him being back in the gang and him taking his earrings back and him taking his life back, that was a very big symbolism. He's going to show up acting the way he used to act before he got into the coma, and then people are going to be like, what's up with you?
It's just like, I feel like there's too many storylines at the moment. I'm not sure how everything's gonna fit in because I need Black and White to get on the same page on how they're going to approach moving forward together. And if they're gonna go with Sean and Dan's meeting next episode, there's a lot going on because Sean needs to also deal with how he's gonna process White and Black as well. You know, are they going to continue the facade or are they going to come out with the truth? How everyone's going to react to that? I feel like they need a whole episode for that instead of getting on with Dan. Okay, let's just talk about what happened this episode. We got the Dan backstory. And then Yok is kind of oblivious to everything. Even though now we know that Dan did it, so we don't know who the partner is. And what influence Twee might have over the guy who had the gun. So we don't know how much involvement Twee has, but we assume Twee covered it, unless it was a police looking after their own situation. Then wouldn't that just be awkward if Twee wasn't involved at all? Like, I'm not even sure.
So we got a little gem of that, but we still need to get the rest of that ironed out. Todd is the bad person.
If Todd was the one who beat Black up, then where does that put Todd? Like, why would he do that? He works for Twee?
That maybe Twee works for Todd.
I think they can reduce some of the things that aren't as necessary, like the heartbroken girls, like the parkouring.
I hope they do something more with the girls than just have them like sad and stuff like that.
Yeah, they don't bring anything to the table other than being like herrings. I feel like this episode had a lot of the intimacy because I'm afraid that this will kind of put a wrench in the relationship. And even though I do think that Sean knows that White isn't black, wasn't there a scene in the preview from last week where Sean was like, you have a sibling? Like, why do they keep shopping these previews around? But still, if Sean knew, then that shouldn't put a wrench in the relationship. I feel like because they put the sexy time this early, that there's no more time for sexy time later on. Hope that when they're progressing the plot lines, that it makes chronological sense. How White and Black decide to move forward, how Sean reacts to that and then processes that, and everyone else, and then we bring in Dan, and then how he's like, yo, I killed your dad. Like, that's still got to come. And then like Graham's kind of like, I'm here too. How he processes Black coming back. Like, did he love him? How Todd plays into everything. It's just so much. I just need it to be, just come at me one at a time. Not all on my, like, not all at once. Not all at once.
I heard what you were about to say. A lot of great potential for the show.
I'm just overwhelmed.
I think also Black's going to come back and just, he's not going to want to work with White. Because in order for him to work with White, he will have to work like White does.
Black also wants to protect White in the same way he wanted to protect Eugene. Black's always been that sort of protective twin. So he's like, don't get in this mess because you'll be in danger too. Anyways, I'm not looking forward to Dan dying, but other than that, let's see how this goes.
I think Dan's going to have a near-death experience but not going to die because I can't take a sad York. Like, sad York, no.
Thank you for watching our reaction. Yep, let us know what you think about the show, your theories, what you thought of our reaction. Leave us a like and all that stuff, and we'll see you next week. Hope you enjoyed us. Bye bye.
Later.